Hi friends, Carly from Tupperware here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my favourite products, and it's our Micro Urban. So this is really 4 products in one, and as you can see, it really takes up a tiny little bit of space in your kitchen. So it doesn't matter whether you've got a really big kitchen or whether you've got an apartment or a small kitchen or in a caravan, this is the perfect product because it really does do so many things, and I know you're going to love it just as much as I do. So the first part that I'm going to talk to you about is our steaming function of our Micro Urban. So I'll remove those ones, and what you'll notice, the extra shelf basket in there. When I pick up these 2 pieces here, they're really quite heavy, and that's because they're metal, but they're completely encapsulated in Tupperware. Now this is a microwave product, but because of that Tupperware covering that metal, it's 100% safe and perfect to be able to put into your microwave. The metal's there for a reason. So what I do is I pop my water in the bottom part here. There is a fill line, so you don't have to remember that it's 400 ml of water. And then I pop the large basket into my urban with the water beneath it. So as the microwaves are zapping about, they cannot penetrate through this metal here or here. They heat up the water down the bottom, which in turn steams my food perfectly through these little holes in the bottom of this basket. So if I've put in here my carrot, my broccoli, my cauliflower, some pumpkin, some potato, whatever vegetables I want, then I can just pop the cover on, and I like to put mine in for about 16 or 17 minutes, and they're perfect every single time. If I had some smaller vegetables as well, like some beans or some zucchini, something a bit softer, then I could put the extra shelf in there and have even more veggies in here. So some nights I do all of my veggies, and other nights I just want to add some corn on the cob to a plate just to, add some vegetables. So it's a really great way and very easy to be able to do that very quickly. If you're just feeding a couple of people, then what you could also do is you could have your vegetables in here, and you could put a couple of chicken fillets or some tenders on here, or some fish or some salmon. If I were doing chicken, it takes about the same amount of time as my vegetables, so I put all of my veggies in the bottom, my chicken on here, and then I pop it into the microwave for that 16 or 17 minutes. I know for something like salmon or fish, it takes a little bit less time, so I would start the microwave process with my vegetables for maybe 7 or 8 minutes, and then I would add the shelf with my fish or my salmon for another 7 or 8 minutes. And I know that I've got a perfectly cooked meal all in one. This is dishwasher safe, but it's just so quick and easy to wash that I just find that I just quickly rinse it and dry it and put it away, and it's done. So it really is a great way to be able to have vegetables on your plate every single time without going to any fuss at all. But what I love the most is that because it's the microwaves are only heating up the water, the microwaves are not cooking your food because they can't penetrate any of that metal. It means that your vegetables retain all of their goodness, their nutrients, their colour and their flavour. So they look great, they taste great, and they're the best for you. So it's the perfect way to be able to steam your vegetables and have nice healthy meals ready in a flash. The other things that we often do in here on a Friday night, for instance, it may be some dumplings or some dim sims or some pork buns, just anything that you'd like to be able to steam, you can do in here. So it really is a fabulous product that I use all the time, and I know you will as well. The other part of this that we use a lot is the rice cooking portion. So I don't know about you, but I can't cook rice on a stove. I'm a really good cook, but rice just eludes me. I just can't do it. So if we didn't have a rice cooker, a Tupperware rice cooker, then we probably wouldn't eat rice very often. So the rice cooker here is the base, same base as our Micro Urban that we've just used. And I just pop my rice and my water into here. Now, to get best results, no matter which way you're cooking rice, it's always best to rinse your rice really well and to get all of that excess starch off it. And that means you're going to have perfect fluffy rice every single time. So you pop your rice and your water in here. I just give it a rinse, and then I top it back up. Now, I like to do 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. So if I'm doing 2 cups of rice, it's 3 cups of water, and this capacity can actually do up to 5 cups of rice. You can also do all of your other grains in here, like couscous and quinoa and all of those things, but it predominantly is used for rice. So the rice cooker does have a couple of special covers as well. It's nothing worse than a big starchy mess all over your microwave. Because you've washed your rice, you're going to eliminate the possibility of that ordinarily, but still can have a little bit of starch and a little bit of bubbling over. So these 2 covers are specially designed so that there's absolutely no mess in your microwave. So you'll notice that I'm actually holding this by a little pincher on top. So it's really important that I put that upways like that. If I put it the other way over, it'd be difficult to get off once my rice is cooked and hot. So it just pinches up. You'll notice that there's a couple of little holes in the top there as well. I then just pop this cover on top. Just line up my handles here and here, and I just push down and I hear it click. Okay, now there's some holes on the top here as well. As the rice is bubbling inside the rice cooker, any excess water or starch is going to come up through those 2 little holes in the white lid. It's going to pool in here and it's going to run straight back down. So you have the perfect absorption method, and you end up with beautiful, perfect, fluffy rice every time. Now, the reason that I lined up these handles with the handles on the base is because it's then very easy to open. So rather than trying to fight with it and trying to open it, just literally pop your hands on here, push down, that cover comes off. Always open both this and the steamer cover away from you so that you don't end up with any steam in your face. Very easy, just grab my little pinchers once again away from me, and my rice is in here ready to serve. Now the other thing that this does is pasta. So if I'm cooking pasta, I pretty much just follow the instructions on the packet, but I don't put any covers on for pasta. It's just literally my pasta in there and my water in there. And what I love about that is that I don't have to wait for 15 minutes for the water to boil on the stove and then 10 minutes for my pasta to cook. I literally put my pasta and my water in here and put it into the microwave for 10 or 12 minutes or whatever the packet says, and I end up with perfect pasta. That's not going to bubble over and make a big mess in my microwave. If you wanted to do something with the rice cooker, something like coconut rice, I recommend that you use coconut water or coconut powder rather than coconut milk, because this plastic is not designed for those high fat content of things like coconut milk or coconut cream. If you wanted really beautiful flavoured rice to add to a dish, you could, instead of putting water, you could put stock in there, so vegetable stock or chicken stock or beef stock, whatever you'd like, and it's a really great way to be able to do that. If I want to make risotto later on, I can put my arborio rice in here and then cool it down in the fridge for later, or if I want to make arancinis for the next day, I can just pop the whole rice cooker into the fridge to chill down, and then my rice is going to be perfect to be able to do that. Now, I did say it was 4 products, and we talked about our steaming function, our rice cooking function, and our pasta cooking function. The other part that comes with it, of course, is this basket that's part of our steaming function doubles as my colander. One less thing I have to have in the kitchen, and of course when I've done my pasta, it's perfect to be able to drain that straight in there over the sink, and I have my colander as well. So then you pack it all back up, just like this, all in this tiny little bitty ear space. And I know that every time I get this out, I'm going to have perfectly cooked fresh vegetables with all of their nutrients in it. I'm going to have perfect fluffy rice every time. I'm going to have pasta in absolutely no time at all. And the best part about all of these products, all of those things that you can do with this one product, is that it's a set and forget product. I pop it into the microwave and I walk away. And when the microwave says ding, it stops cooking. So I can literally put it into the microwave and go and hang my washing out, or help a child with homework, or have a shower, or pour a glass of wine and put my feet up for a little while. It's doing all the work for me. So this will be your friend in your kitchen, and there's lots of ways that you can get it. Of course, you can purchase it, and also as a host for one of our online events or parties, and hopefully soon in-home parties, you could choose this as your half-price item or even earn it free. So yell out to your consultant and ask for a demo in the Urban. They'd be happy to cook for you in it. And I know that you're going to love it as much as I do. It's just the perfect way to be able to feed my family. I hope you enjoyed my demo tonight. I'll see you all soon. Bye.